Hey guys, it's Cherie, and today I am doing a full face of affordable makeup. Some of these items can be found at the drugstore, some can be found at Ulta, and the others you can find directly at the seller's websites, and it's all affordable. I repeat, all affordable. The two things that I'm the most excited about using and actually trying for the first time are the Maybelline Up to 24-Hour Foundation, and this is in the color 330 Toffee Caramel, and the other one is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and I have the color 30, which is medium deep. I'm so excited to finally get my hands on these and give them a try. Anyways, if you like this look, please continue to watch and I will show you how I achieved it. Okay guys, so it's time to test out these products. Now, as you know, it is a challenge to find foundation, especially for brown skin, in the drugstore. But I will say that Maybelline had a really good selection of colors to choose from. So I tried to pick something that was as close of a match to my skin color as possible. We shall see if it works out, as well as for this powder, which I got in medium deep. And this one is in the color Toffee Caramel, so we'll see how this works out. And then I'll be showing you what the Colourpop concealers look like on my skin. I actually got Tan 50, which I've tried before and I like it a lot, as well as Golden 40. And I will be setting that with the Luxury Baking Powder in Banana by Makeup Revolution. I've been using this for a while now and I really like it a lot. All the other items I will show you and also list in the information section below the video. So fingers crossed this foundation and powder does my face justice. Let's get into it. First things first, I'm having trouble opening it. Oh, there we go. There is a pump on it, which is really nice. And if you've seen me do foundation in the past, you know I squirt it right on my face. Oh, it's kind of thick, so I'll start there.
Using my Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush Foundation Brush, I'm smoothing the foundation all over my face. This foundation claims to be full coverage, have up to 24-hour wear, seamless matte finish, breathable and comfortable, fade and transfer resistant, oil free, and it's not supposed to clog your pores.
Okay guys, so just checking in, I have completed applying foundation on my skin, and I will say I'm pleasantly pleased with the amount of coverage. I do have a few spots here and there that did not cover. However, I'm okay with my skin actually looking like skin, and I can tell based off of how thick this foundation is that it can be absolutely full coverage if you go on with the second layer, which I think I might do just to test my theory, because I do have some hyperpigmentation peeking through. Let's just see what it looks like. Guys, I really like the way this covered. I don't know if you can see, but it's very faint. You can kind of see the color of my dark mark, but granted, my hyperpigmentation is bordering on black, okay? It's so dark brown. So I'm pretty impressed that it covered this much. It's super full coverage. And the color match is close. It's a bit orange, which I often have that problem. If it's not too orange, it's usually too yellow for my skin tone. But I think that this is close enough to where I wouldn't have to necessarily mix foundation colors. They did have another shade that was similar to my skin tone. I did not pick it up because it seemed to be a little bit more on the peachy side, more beige, and this one was a little bit more yellow. But I think this is a pretty good match. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with the concealer, and let's see, I'll start out with 50, blend that out, and then after I've blended it out, I will go in and brighten a bit with the lighter shade, which is 40.
According to the Colourpop website, the No Filter Concealer is supposed to be lightweight, creamy, and it was formulated with blurring pigments to give you a crease-proof matte finish. No filter needed.
I really think that this is a great color for my skin tone. It is lighter, so there's a bit of brightening, but it's also very similar to my skin tone, so it's not super bright. I do have a little bit of puffiness, which creates a shadow that I'd like to brighten up, so I now will go in with that lighter shade, and this shade is 40.
Golden 40 is described as a golden with warm undertones and is recommended for medium to dark skin tones. Tan 50 is described as tan with warm undertones.
I think that looks really good. As you can see, I'm still puffy, but that's a me issue. It's not a makeup issue. But I really do like the color and the coverage that this concealer has. I'm pleasantly pleased, and I believe this concealer is like $6 a piece, so that is a steal. Oh, I should mention too, this foundation was $11.99 at Ulta. Okay, so now I'll be going in with the Fit Me powder in medium deep, and this is 30, and there is a sifter, so that's really nice. And what I will do is I will go ahead and pour some into the cap.
This is a mineral-based formula, and it helps to control shine and smooth the skin texture. It's lightweight and translucent. Its fresh, natural look can be used alone or over foundation.
Well, so this powder color I think is a bit warm for me. It is a nice powder. It does do a good job of covering. It does add a little color, making this foundation even more full coverage, but I think that I might have been able to get away with going one shade lighter. We'll see how it looks when I'm all finished, but sometimes shades like this will make me look a little dingy, but we will see how it looks. Alright, so that's the face powder. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes with the lighter powder, and if you're wondering why I'm doing this after that powder is I wasn't sure if that was going to be too dark, and this will definitely brighten up the areas that I need it to brighten up. So I'll go ahead and apply this to the areas where I apply concealer, as well as lighten up the face powder a bit.
The container for this powder states that the natural heat from your body will cook powder over the base foundation or concealer, giving you a flawless finish. I prefer this powder over a clear translucent powder because it helps to brighten up certain areas on my face that may appear dull.
I really like the way my face is looking. It's looking so good. Wow. Okay, drugstore makeup. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bronze and contour. And what I'll be using first is my e.l.f. bronzer palette, which this is such a great product. And I believe it's like $6 or something crazy like that at Target. But I really enjoy it. It's been a while since I used it, so I'm excited to bring it back into the rotation. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take these two shades here and blend them together to create my contour shade. So mixing those two shades kind of created a cooler tone contour color, which I'm not a huge fan of, so I'm going to actually go over it with my Physicians Formula bronzer in medium to dark. And I was so excited when I heard that they were going to create a butter bronzer for darker skin complexions, and then after watching videos I realized that it wasn't really that dark, so it really wasn't for us girls of color. But I will say that this is a nice bronzer. I don't use it as often as I should because it does have shimmer to it, but it doesn't change that it is a pretty decent bronzer. Okay, so for blush, I will be using this blush ombre by NYX. This is what the blush looks like. So I don't have a lot of drugstore highlighters. I do have one from Makeup Revolution that I like, but one of the more blinding highlights that I have is actually from Colourpop, and it was a part of the Karrueche collab that she did in Femme Rosa. And I'm going to go ahead and use that shade. It is a gold shade. It's very pretty. So I think I'll be using that shade today. I'm going to be using the Infallible Pro Spray and Set by L'Oreal. This is very challenging to find. You can probably get it on the L'Oreal website. I do like how it works, but I don't like the way it smells. It smells like burps, which is really gross, but it does work really well on the face. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. Okay folks, let's get into some eyes, okay? So what I'm gonna be doing to prime my lids is I'll be using my NYX eyeshadow base. And I'll be applying that with my finger all over my lid. For my eyeshadow look, I will be using the Bad Habit Athena palette, as well as some other goodies, but that's where I'm going to start. And I will be using this color here, which is Purity, and I will also be using Truth, and I will be using Clever, which is this brown one.
First, I'll take the color Purity and put that on a blending brush and put it all over my brow bone. Then I'll go ahead with Truth on the lid.
Okay, so now I'm going to be using something I'm super excited to try out. It is the Catrice Liquid Metal Eyeshadow, and this one is in the color Under Treasure, which is 40. And I've seen people on YouTube using this, and I was super intrigued. It's only $4.99 at Ulta, so I definitely wanted to give it a shot. I will be spritzing it with my Morphe Prep and Set Makeup Setting Spray, which I believe is about $14. Don't quote me on that.
To get more pigment, I'm going to try using my finger to apply the shadow.
So that's pretty. I did think it was going to be a little bit more pigmented though than that. Or I thought it was going to look a little bit more wet. But this is what the color looks like. Not bad. I think we should play with glitter. What do you guys think? Glitter? Yeah, glitter. For sure, glitter. Alright, so I am going to be using the Revlon Photoready Eye Art. And let's see what color this one is. This one is in Topaz Twinkle, which is really pretty. It's very similar to one of my Stila liquid glitters, so I am excited to use it. And I'll be first setting down some glitter primer, and I'll be using the NYX glitter primer, which is my favorite.
I find with this product, a little goes a long way, and the best way for me to apply it is using my finger. I decided to use the glitter applicator that comes with this product. It actually works really nicely. It's a thin brush.
It's pretty. I thought it was going to be a little bit more glittery, to be honest, but it's okay. It's pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the Athena palette, and I'm going to be using that brown shade that I showed you on the corner of my eyes and under the eyes.
Taking the color Clever, I am blending it on the outer edge of my eye and blending it into the crease. Now I'll go in with my pencil brush to go under the lash line.
I've decided I'm going to take this color Fierce here and put it in the inner corner of my eye. Okay, so now that the shadow is complete, I am going to go ahead and try some new liner. Okay guys, what you missed. So, for the sake of time and the battery on my camera, I went ahead and did some things off camera, and one of those things was to do my eyeliner. And the eyeliner that I used was from Soap and Glory, and is the Supercat eyeliner pen, and this is a liquid black liner, and it's not my favorite. Honestly, it's very dry and it applied really patchy on the eyes, so it was not an easy product to work with. I was very disappointed about that, but that is okay. And then also what I did is I did my mascara, and I'm pleasantly surprised and happy about how that came out. I used the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous base. Now this is a bit messy and it is white, so you have to be very careful with it, but I topped it with my Lash Sensational on top, and my lashes look so good. Let me zoom you in. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but my lashes are incredible. At least in my opinion they are. I do have long lashes, but they tend to go down like this. It is very cool to get very big lashes without using falsies. So I actually am happy with the way that turned out. I'm actually happy with the way my eye look turned out as well. I really thought that the Catrice eyeshadow, which, where did I put it? Oh, I thought it was going to be a little bit more pigmented, but I'm happy with the frosty look that it gave me. It's very pretty. And I do like the glitter as well. It's not as blingy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like my Stila ones, but it is so pretty and it's affordable. So we like that. So the other things that I used off camera were my lip products. Sorry guys, I did not film my lips. I used the Jaunty Blue lip liner, and this one is in Brown Sugar. And then I used my NYX Lingerie Professional Makeup Liquid Lipstick in the color Beauty Mark. And then I topped it with a little bit of Colourpop. And this one is the Ultra Glossy Lip. And this is one of the Karrueche collabs. And this one is in Contessa. It has glitter in it. But I just put that in the center of my lips. But I'm very happy with the way that my makeup came out. I will zoom out again. Overall, I would say that I love the way this foundation performed. It's a very good foundation. It provides really good coverage, and it is a full coverage foundation. However, I do have hyperpigmentation on my face that is a bit challenging to cover, just a few spots, but I'm sure if I use color corrector or some type of concealer that I could rectify that problem. But I do like this foundation. I feel like the color matches me really nicely, and this powder is so nice. I really like it. At first I thought it was going to be a little bit too dark, but I think that it helped to bring the color of the face closer to the color of my neck. And it's an easy powder to work with. It's not quite as messy as I thought it would be, but I think that's thanks to the sifter. So I do like this powder. Those were the two things that I was really the most excited about trying out, but everything else that I tried out was okay. The only thing that was disappointing was that Soap & Glory eyeliner. It was messy and dry. But other than that, I do like the way my makeup came out, and I'm happy about this foundation and powder, and I do believe that when I run out, I will repurchase it. So anyways, if you like this look, if you like this video, if you like me, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.